What's up guys, it's MegaDPAL here and I'm bringing you Black 2 White 2 RU battle versus Arcena aka Cortex Nebula. I'm using this RU team I used in my last RU battle, and my opponent is using a pretty nice team. He's got the defensive core of Among Us and Slow King, who both have regenerated, so they're going to be pretty hard to deal with. Also, looking at his team, the main threat is going to be that Scolipede, especially if it's Scarf, because I don't really have anything to outspeed it, and it can basically do a lot of work to each and every one of my Pokemon. So, also this is like my third ever RU battle, so that's pretty nice. So let's just see how it goes, I guess. Alright, let's go. So I'm just going to lead out with my Arcena, as he actually leads out with his Scolipede. Right off the start, I am just going to set up my Stealth Rock, so I didn't think he'd want to leave his Scolipede in, you know, to take a possible sidekick. But I guess he was confident he would outspeed, and he goes to that Megahorn. We actually had a battle before and it DC'd, but he landed the first Megahorn, so I just decided to go for that Stealth Rock again, just to allow him to get that kill, you know, sportsmanship, all that kind of stuff. And he lands the second Megahorn and he's going to take out my Arcena, so that's nice for him. I probably should have just gone for the Scarf, for the sidekick, but yeah, you know, it's all cool. I'm just going to send out my Entei now, because I'm assuming this thing might be choice locked into a Megahorn. I can scare him out. And the obvious Slow King switch is obvious, so what I'm actually going to do is make that double switch, go into my Sceptile, just to basically scare this thing out and see what he wants to go into. The Among Us switch is pretty obvious, but I'm just going to play it safe at this point and just go for that Leaf Storm, as he does in fact bring his Among Us, so he's showing me that his initial switch into this thing is in fact his Among Us, which actually plays a big part later on in the battle, as you will see. And I just go for that Leaf Storm and don't do too much that thing, and yeah, he's got the regenerator boost, so it's not going to matter. Now I'm going to switch actually and go into my Aggron, because if he does decide to want to go for that Sludge Bomb, then of course I'm immune to it. And basically scale out what this thing wants to do, and he does actually go for that Sludge Bomb. I'm like, okay, there's nothing this Among Us can really do, so I know he's most likely going to switch, but I'm just going to set up a substitute in its face where I can, as he actually brings back in his Slow King, so that's pretty nice. I'm behind the sub with my Aggron and it's looking pretty good. So what I'm actually going to do is, I know I can go for that Head Smash, do a decent amount of damage to the Slow King actually, which is what I go for, but of course I miss, and he's going to be able to skill that Surf and break my substitute, which is nice for him, I guess. A little bit unfortunate for me that I missed the Head Smash, but you know, that's Pokemon. So basically I don't want to stay in, because I obviously don't want to take a Surf from my Aggron. So what I'm actually going to do is switch out into my Feraligatr, because I am packing the Crunch. I could possibly set up on this thing and hopefully do some damage, because the Slow King is a threat to my team, as it's basically the only thing that's stopping my Entei from train wrecking through his team with Flare Blitz. So I'm just going to go for that Crunch, just see how much it does. It does around about exactly 50%, so it looks to be a definite 2-hit KO, especially after that defense drop, of course it will be. And he's just going to go for that Sidekick. I'll leave that, of course, take that well. So I know the obvious switch is obvious. What I'm actually going to do is set up a Swords Dance, as he actually brings in his Among Us, which is alright for me, I guess. Well, it would be if I was packing the Ice move, but unfortunately I'm not on this Feraligatr, so I just set up an SD. I'm going to just go for that Crunch, just to try and get off some damage on this Among Us. And I do a hefty chunk of damage actually, a nice bit of damage, and he's just going to go for that Giga Drain and take out my Feraligatr. So yeah, he's looking good. Both his defensive Pokemon have that regenerate boost and are going to be pretty hard to take down. But here, I'm actually just going to send in my Entei just to scare him out, because I know that I need to basically take down that Slow King in order for my Entei to wreck through his team, like I did mention. So I'm going to bait in, and I'm actually going to go for that Choice Banded Toxic. Basically just for these exact situations, for him bringing in Slow King just to sponge any hit. So now he got Toxic on him, he's going to be taking residual damage each turn. Even though he does every generator, it will start to build up. So either I'm going to switch right into my Sceptile now, as he actually goes for that Surf. And here he makes a very, very risky play, and a very good play actually. He did show me his initial switch was Among Us, so I know he knows he needs his Slow King. So I went for that Hidden Power Ice, predicting the Among Us switch, but actually stayed in, predicting that is actually going to go for that Fire Blast and take out my Sceptile. This is a great example of risk versus reward. I kind of still disagree with this play, because if his Slow King goes down now, my Entei, if I play it correctly, will just take out the rest of his team. It's as simple as that. So it was a little bit way too risky in my eyes, but it was a good play by him nonetheless. So I'm going to send in my main Electric now, scare him out, The obvious Amoonga switch is obvious, so I'm just going to hit him up with an overheat, predicting him myself, and that's going to take out the Amoongus. I'm pretty sure the crit didn't matter because, yeah, I'm Amoonga, I'm a Manetric and whatnot, so that thing goes down, so that's nice for me. Now he's going to send in this thing, is a Scolipede, this threat. The obvious Earthquake is obvious, and look at my team. The least thing I need is in fact my Aggron, so I'm just going to send this in as Death Fodder, get a free switch into anything else I like, and yeah, go from there. He does go for Earthquake, taking down my Aggron, so that's pretty nice for him. Now I'm just going to send in my Entei. I believe I'm down to my last two actually, my Entei and my Manetric. I'm just going to go for Extreme Speed actually, because I didn't want to miss a Stone Edge as he brings in his Slow King. And I guess I was kind of unsure what item that Scolipede was running still, and I just go for that Extreme Speed, do a decent amount. I was a little unsure on min-max damage, I didn't want to risk it, and I do need my Entei as I've mentioned, so I'm actually going to switch, go into my Manetric, just to take the Surf, and then force this thing out. I can't lock myself into a electric move, because he does still have that Electrify chilling there, so yeah, I'm actually going to predict him to go into either, into a Steelix in fact, because after the Stealth Rock damage it will break his Steelix, so I'm actually going to go for Overheat, hit this thing up with Overheat, burning it to a crisp, and that's going to actually take down that Steelix. That's fantastic for me. Now I believe he's going to send in his Magmortar, knowing that I'm locked into the Overheat. Yeah, he sends in that thing. Basically I'm just going to leave my Manetric in to die as Death Fodder now, because I need the free switch into my Entei. And he actually, I believe he predicts Entei switch and goes for a Focus Blast. Yeah, he's just going to go for that Focus Blast. Of course hits, and he's going to take out my Manetric. So now I'm down to my Entei, that lone survivor. Look at his team. Seems I didn't get rid of that Slow King. I cannot lock myself into a Flare Blitz, and I couldn't play it into position where I took out this Magmortar. So I'm just going to lock myself into Stone Edge, take him out this turn. Now he brings in his Slow King, go for that Stone Edge. I hit again and actually take out the Slow King, which is great. That thing's finally down. Now he's going to send in his Electivire. He's down to his last two, Electivire and Scolipede. Here he outspeeds me, which shows his thing is in fact Choice Scarf. Goes up from the bolt. Doesn't do that much I guess, and I'm just going to go for that Stone Edge. Unfortunately I don't kill. I'm pretty sure it must be min damage or something. Next turn he's going to go for that Cross Chop, and I go for Stone Edge, and of course it was time I missed, and the following turn is just going to be able to take me out with a Thunderbolt. And also he's going to get a crit just to rub the salt in the wounds. No, it was a very good game. Arcena close to 2-0. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to check out Arcena's channel. He has a great channel. He uploads some nice content. He does all kind of tiers, mainly lower tiers, and the occasional Ubers. But yeah, it's a real nice channel, so be sure to check him out. His channel will be down in the description bar below. Also, hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, please leave a like, rating, comment down below, and subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to check out my latest battle. Alright, see you later guys. Bye.